The music and the performance and the fashion are one. I don't separate my art from my life. It is one whole thing.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi, Tom.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Patrick. And this is Chewing on Pearls, the show where we dissect and decipher Lady Gaga's chameleonic career and its impact, one pearl at a time.
So we're back, spitting fact and spewing fiction in another installment of our current events series, That's Gossip. Today is Thursday, September 11th, 2025. Let's get into the headlines. I did want to say, let's just jump right in. I did want to say I went back and listened to our first episode, which we recorded a little over a year ago. And I did say we're back in that.
Yeah,
so funny.
No, that's so funny.
Because we were back from something else at that time. We were back from a hiatus after our redacted YouTube show. Don't look it up.
Oh my God.
or do. I don't know.
It's in the archive.
Well, I thought we could start today by just doing a little touch base. What's been going on with you lately? We talk so much about Lady Gaga or whatever.
Right. I mean, the headlines. What's going on with us?
Yeah. Right. What's going on with us is usually what's going on with her.
With her, yeah.
She is my STEM object distraction from world chaos.
Right. Well, and then it's also funny too. I think we should mention that every time we make a creative decision, she also there's a weird synchronicity
always
there.
Something, always.
Yeah. Interesting. I've been working, dancing. For those of you who don't know, I manage a performing arts and event space. So lots of different shows and lots of different events and parties and activations. A lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I've been working, and I'm in grad school. So working, homework, work, homework, chewing on pearls work.
You're a new parent.
I'm a new parent. I've got a cat. I adopted a cat. Her name is Flower. She's a menace, but I love her.
She had a leaky eye.
Yes.
How is her eyeball?
Her eye does not have an infection anymore, but they said, she grew up on the streets. She's a street cat. They said that it was probably so bad before she was turned into animal care and control that there's scar tissue on her tear duct. So she'll always be a little weepy in that eye.
Oh.
And the vet, of course, is like, you could put her under and we could flush her eye and give her all the... And I was like...
And you're like, okay.
If you think she's fine, she's fine. So
she's fine. Yeah.
She's doing great. She's running laps around my head at night. So have not been sleeping much, but we're getting adjusted to each other's schedules. But how's your baby?
My baby's good. He's probably going to bark. It happens.
He's
Sorry,
the
listeners.
Third host of Chewing
He is
on Pearls.
the third host. I did, in preparation for tonight's episode, I did stop at the pet store and get him some new toys to hopefully keep him engaged.
So sweet. I know. I just gave her food, so she's doing her thing.
Right.
Okay.
Shout out to parents everywhere in all forms.
Yeah. Cat and dog.
Yeah.
So we did talk recently about Gaga's new song, The Dead Dance, but we wanted to circle back on the Wednesday of it all. Gaga was featured. We alluded to this in the last episode. I think, what was the total number of seconds that she was in Wednesday?
I think it was 1 minute and 37 seconds total.
Yeah, fierce.
Of screen time.
And the episode that she appeared in is
I think it's
highest.
Episode 6.
Yeah. It's the highest rated episode in that series. So it's the power of Gaga. It's I'm sure they love her. They love her art. They love her talent, but they knew what they were doing. When you bring Gaga onto a project, people want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Which I think is a great segue into the VMAs, which also experienced a viewership bump.
Yeah.
It's funny. There's a graphic out there that it's a breakdown of all the VMAs since Gaga started going and like the
Yeah.
viewership, and it's like VMA without Gaga, and it's like 5 to 10 million viewers less every year.
Right. It's
And
insane.
then it's like VMA with Gaga, and it's like 10 to 15 more million.
Right. She's just that girl. She's the VMA girl.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like love her or hate her. If you know she's going to be there, you're going to tune in just to see.
Totally.
I mean, I was just talking to Miss Judy, friend of the pod.
Hi, Judy.
Our mother monster. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, I recorded the VMAs, but like only to watch Gaga.
Exactly. I was with my mom, Debbie, Miss Debbie,
mistress of the pod.
Yes, I was with her, and we kind of just put it on. I was like, Gaga's like supposed to sort of like go. I don't know if she's doing red carpet, and literally as we turned it on, it was like Artist of the Year. So let's get into it. Gaga did attend the VMAs, as you said. That was Sunday, September 7th. And she wore let's talk about what she was wearing first and where she was seated.
Absolutely love the ensemble.
Me too.
From the Marc Jacobs, I think Autumn Winter, the most recent.
Yeah.
And when that collection walked, I remember a lot of people being members of the LGBTQ community online.
The Lady Gaga Beyonce telephone community.
Yes, literally that community in particular saying this collection is so mayhem coded. Just like the silhouettes, the interesting play of like this kind of gothy vibe and
I think
proportion and romanticism, and
it felt like an extension to me. You know, we haven't really talked fashion so much recently, but it felt like an extension of the look that she wears during the I don't know the name of it, but the part of her show with Love Drug and Killa,
yeah, totally.
The black and purple. And also I find it interesting that
which makes me think, I'm like, who had who on whose mood board? Like, when was that collection made?
Right.
When was, who was going, And that's what I kind of love about like that moment in particular, is it is that extension, but it is like an actual garment that was not like made for mayhem, you know?
Yeah, I found an interesting kind of like topical through line from when Gaga appeared at the AMAs, and she was in her little black bob and the red dress, and it was very she's very covered, and it was a similar effect here. And I think it's an interesting, like, her streetwear has been kind like less covered, but not, you know, what it used to be when she was younger. She was like naked, and I don't expect that from her now. But I think it's interesting that like when she's going into perhaps these environments where she is being honored in this way, and she knows she is kind of the legend in the room, she kind of, it's like more of it's still like mayhem era, but it feels like more of the like priestess kind of like knowing elder of pop. Yes. I don't know, there's something there for me. But
I sent you that really interesting like Eastern European coded like witchy fan art that had like Gaga as this like crone maiden,
I loved that.
Witch, and it's like that was that girl.
Totally, but like camp as fuck.
Totally. And that the Haus Labs, the face, that foundation, that bleached brow, that lip lacquer, her beauty incredible, ready for Madison Square Garden.
The hair puff on her head.
Yes, oh my God.
And
so
also,
funny.
Her speech, let's just say it, she won Artist of the Year, which was an award.
Which is why she attended for like 10 minutes.
She also won that award in 2020. But she goes up there and gives her speech, and it's printed on black paper, which was just so fierce.
And like crinkled to look like the texture of the dress. She's like, oh, I ripped it. And it's like, yeah, girl, because you were giving it a little treatment. You were like sitting there like fiddling with it. Yeah.
And she was seated next to, you know, frenemy of the pod, Miss Rain on Me herself, Miss Galinda.
Yes.
Arianki Del Grande.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's just cute to see them together, because I think there's a lot of love and respect there.
Totally. And there's a very sweet moment. Ariana Grande is a theater kid through and through, so she
Totally.
clocked the cameras on her. But she does get weepy during Gaga's speech, which is very sweet.
Yeah. And there's a moment where her and Gaga are like whispering to each other, and she kisses Gaga's hand, which is very sweet.
Someone was like lip reading, and it was like Gaga's like, "I've missed you too," to her. Is like what Ariana said to her, which is sweet. Yeah.
Love those girls. Love sisterhood.
Yes.
Love Gaga winning an award that just, in case people forgot, which they haven't, it just reminds people that she is like, it's almost like giving her like best pop video would in a category where the artists are like out the gate feels weird, but giving her artist of the year is okay. You know what I mean?
Well, and it's also like, I don't want to be too like, it's almost like they're like, we don't, thank you for coming, and sorry that you're in the class. Like, sorry that your graduating class did not also make it to this round of current pop culture.
Right.
And you're up against Teeny Bopper McGee and so they're like, yeah, sorry, we got to give the big ones, like the video awards, to so and so because TikTok and whatever. But like, also you're the legend, so like, come for 10 minutes. Let's give you this award. The room will erupt. It did. There's like funny videos of like these young celebrities that like I don't even know. But
and
they're
like
like
seat fillers.
Yes, and their jaws are dropping when she walks in the building. They're like, holy shit, is that Lady Gaga? It's like, yeah, she showed up.
Yeah, it's insane because I even think of pop girls. Gaga's like 16, 17 years in. We just did 17 years of the fame. I should know that. But she's been like in the public eye for a long time. And I even think of girls that have been in the public eye for like over 7 or 8 years closer. You know what I mean? Like, it's an interesting, the culture moves so quickly that even thinking about someone like, I don't know, even like Billie Eilish, I'm like, if you're from the 2010s, even, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I would get it more. Or like Dua Lipa, God forbid. I don't know.
It's been a second since there's been a
Dua Lipa
swipe at Dua Lipa. Yeah.
It's just fun. It's just fun. She knows. We text.
She knows.
And
her, and Shaka were just hanging out while she was here. Yeah.
We cyberbully each other. It's fun. But all love to her. I'm just saying, like, it's an interesting thing going on to like have your main girl be like this deep in it and still so relevant.
Right. And it's a funny phenomenon when your main girl has to go to Madison Square Garden to perform. So they like broadcast the pre-taped performance in the room night of, and it's like funny to see the videos of the audience like still going off, like
just like watching TV and living.
Right. Well, more so than some fans, I saw there was a lot of flack online where people were like, oh, she's doing this again, and it's like I just really am like, I understand that like we're so online now, it's like you can see everything always, but you have to remind yourselves that like Gaga is a student of showbiz, and it's a testament to the team that went into producing this incredible set piece that is going to travel the world, and like everyone fucking busted their asses for that. Of course they're going to keep using it. It would be so silly to not. And she, when she was like teasing her creative process for this album, she talked about sustainability, and she talked about like this need to be like, if I'm going to go big and grand, I want to make sure it's something that I'm going to get use out of.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of what I saw was from like pop fans online,
right?
Like not necessarily Gaga fans, but a lot of people being like, this is the artist that you guys say is so innovative, and this is the artist that you guys say reinvents herself, and da 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 da. And it's just, you know, a lot of it is just internet takes to like piss people off because people just love to fight online. But they were all gagged. I just know they were. You know what I mean?
And it was like universally acclaimed by most like media recaps as like the highlight of the night,
Right.
even though it was like a
them
pre-taped performance. Like
none of them
yeah.
were comparing it to like the live stream of Coachella, but it's also because she
No.
performed most of the performance was a new song.
Right.
Like,
and she looked incredible.
Yeah.
The cracked doll foundation, amazing.
Yeah, let's get into it. So should we go back and talk about her speech? I really liked it. I just want to touch on that really quickly before we go into the performance. But when she accepted Artist of the Year, she did say some sweet things about what it means to be an artist, about connecting people, about having a discipline, reaching into someone's heart, and finding understanding and community through that. And I love that she said she kind of it's just like a refined version of the Born This Way messaging and the art pop messaging and the Joanne messaging. Like it's all like rooted in the same thing, which is that the way you move through your life is iconic and rare. It's entirely yours. That's a wonderful pull quote from that. And it was just nice to see her kind of like, she seemed a little nervous almost.
She did seem a little nervous,
yeah, and
which
it was sweet.
Because part of me is like, I feel like she knew she was going to win that. Like, I feel like that was why she was there.
That's why they went. Yeah.
So it's just funny to know that she still had this like nervous energy. But I do think it's very notable that like you said, there's this refinement of the messaging, and there are these like key points now that like it's always going to be about making the public smile, because that was the imprint that Tony Bennett left on her as like a performer,
like giving thanks to the audience.
Yes, and it's like that. There's like such a shift in like her, like the reframing of like the mirror image, and like. During Born This Way, it was so much about like, I see you and your struggle with identity. And now it's like, I see you as a person who deserves to have someone to give you joy, levity, expression. Like, I understand my role as performer, and I am forever grateful. And you can take this same energy and approach to discipline and practice and apply it to anything in your life.
Right. You guys applaud me for being iconic and rare. You are just as iconic and rare, you know? And she went on to like, at the end of her speech, which we'll get into the Michael of it all, but she did thank Michael pretty openly for his help in the creative process behind Mayhem, and for like building the Mayhem era as we know it with her.
Right.
So we can get into that in a little bit, but let's talk about the performance.
Yeah, so fun. Her look was so kooky, crazy.
Yes. Her Mickey Mouse hair.
Yes. And the like, I was like, are those gloves? And then I'm like, I think they're just bushels of like black roses.
Yes.
On her hands. Yeah.
And she's like, and throws them away.
Yeah. And they do like a condensed version of Abra in the opera curtain gown. It pops off. I love the way that it was shot, because it, again, Gaga is like a consummate artist in the way that she understands that it's about the entire picture, and like she wanted everyone to see the band, the set, the dancers, the costumes. Like obviously the focus is on her, but there was so many shots that were like wide, so you could get the full experience of like the concert.
I loved
because
that
she knew that it was pre-taped, so it's like why act like she's in the room, you know?
Yeah. And then she does her best Wicked Witch melting into
oh my god puddle, I love that shot.
And she screams and howls, and she disappears down into the cage,
which I will say screams and howls in a controlled, demure way, opposed to
absolutely.
her maniacal cackle.
It was
she's
very
like, ooh.
It was theater. It was
she's like, watch the vocals.
Right.
This was post vocal rest.
Yes,
so this was her like, I gotta slam it out.
This was
VMAs.
her being like, I know I'm sitting next to Ariana. I know she's gonna be watching this tape, and she's gonna be like, Alphaba, let me melt into, like, that's exactly what I got out of it. I'm like, this is from Wicked the musical. Like her like
totally.
but anyway, she emerges at the bottom of the cage in her cracked porcelain dead doll dance girl look, which was by, who is it by?
I think the house got it made, but the
Orchid
designer.
Satellite.
Ooh,
Cool
love.
name.
I love the peachy, like dipped
Yeah.
tone with the lights. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love the little sock with her character shoe.
Yes.
So cute.
And the hair is like
The hair.
I think probably the most bizarre hair we've seen on Gaga in a while.
Yeah, it gives that the was it Vogue where she's
Yeah,
in like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Schiaparelli with the like
yeah,
updo,
or Harper's. I don't know.
maybe Harper's.
Yeah.
Oh, and then also the VMAG where she she plays with these interesting structural 16th 17th century.
Yeah, it looked like it was just
moments.
like a rod that they built hair around.
Yeah,
and
it was kind
very
of giving
cool.
like Rita Repulsa, like Power Rangers, but
Yeah.
like Marie Antoinette's court version.
Yeah,
Like,
totally. Like it was. Yeah, it was great. It was just great. She
It was like
captivating.
yeah. The energy.
Beautiful,
I mean,
ugly, beautiful. Like, and I don't mean
yes.
ugly in a mean way. I just mean like
unsettling.
Unsettling, and I loved it. I loved that cracked foundation and her crazy eyes. She's like, I'm an actress.
Yes.
I can keep them open without blinking.
And the favorite move from the Dead Dance choreo that I'm fixated on is the little thing that they do after. Yes. After the Have you seen the funny tweets that it's just that hand and it's like, you've created a creature of the night, and then they put like 30 of like the little hand emojis.
It's so good. It like it responds to the music so well. And honestly,
the Dead Dance of it all. I feel like I have to come clean. Last week I was kind of like, I hate that everything is marketing. I hate that like this is kind of like a tag on to Mayhem, which is like such a special moment and album. And like, I don't know, I was feeling some sort of, not that I wasn't into it, but like, it came with
baggage.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then all it took was one live performance, and I'm like, I am dancing until I'm dead.
I feel the exact same way. Every time I've listened to it, I mean, even before the live performance, it was growing on me, but that really like cemented it. It's a cute song. You know what it is? I think it's just, I'm going to read because I don't know who choreographed that. And we love Paris in this house.
I think it was Paris.
I think it's cute and I like it, but I can see the TikTok of it. You know what I mean? Like it.
Oh, totally. It's not challenging. Like,
right.
It's fun and it looks like it is, but like when you really break it down.
Right. And it is trending. Like I've seen it all over TikTok, and TikTok created a page. This is how you know they're pushing it. There is a page on the home screen of TikTok that is like, learn to do the Dead Dance and add your video to this like rolling kind of like a story of a bunch of videos.
And I'm not on TikTok, but I remember I got that thing that you got on Spotify too, when you like open and it's like, it's the breakdown of like the dance, and you swipe through and it's like, listen to the Wednesday playlist, and it's like Dead Dance.
Fascinating stuff. I just love, I guess the VMA performance helped sell it because it felt like, not that the video wasn't Gaga's vision, but seeing it in the context of The Art of Personal Chaos reframed it for me in a way that made it feel more hers.
Right.
Yeah. And I enjoyed it a lot. And I love
the fusion, the like her keeping the cracked porcelain makeup for the entirety of the Madison Square Garden show.
Yes, which was beautiful. Sarah Tano, you ate that. I know she's listening.
You know what, Sarah Tano? Best video ever.
Yes, best video ever. I also just love like we're starting with the shaky hands because I'm a corpse doll coming back to life, and then we're doing the TikTok dance, and then we're doing kind of some more Gaga-ish choreo down the catwalk, and then we get to the end and we're at Studio 54, bitch, and we're doing our little disco moves, and I'm ripping my skirt off, and then she skips back to the cage. Like that was the Gaga-ism of like her everything from like the catwalk to the end and back. It was just so. it was so many genres of like Gaga dance that we've
She
seen.
loves a little step ball change. Like
Yes.
she has made, like she does her little like walk, step ball change. Like
It's because she's so short and she knows she has to get back quickly.
She's like, I gotta cover distance.
I gotta hit that mark. Yeah.
Yep.
So she's like galloping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
It was just such a cute performance. I've watched it like a surprising amount of times since.
Same. It's just fun. Like, God.
Yeah. And it's doing well. The song is doing well because it's being pushed. And also I think people really like it. So yeah. I saw a thing that was like the Mayhem singles go like this: Die with a Smile, Adult General Public, like Adult GP, Disease, Little Monsters, Abracadabra, Gays.
Yep.
Yeah. And The Dead Dance, Younger GP. And it sort of is true. It sort of is true. All of the demographics for a pop girl. But yeah, Gaga left the night with the most awards at the 2025 VMAs. She was also the most nominated. She walked away with 4 awards. She's the third most awarded VMA winner of all time with a total of 22 wins. And why don't you tell them what Gaga had in her sandbox at Madison Square Garden?
Yes. Gaga cheekily performed Perfect Celebrity with 3 Moon Men in her little cunty operatic sandbox filled with kitty litter.
She said,
She said, check the credentials.
Yes. And it's so meta because it comes like a week after there was this sort of viral post about I think someone was talking about how that moment in the show where Gaga's in the sandbox, you're looking at the screen because you can't see her. She's laying down. So everyone's looking at the screens and it's kind of like you're watching a music video, but she's in the room.
Totally.
She's recording it live, sort of. So there was something like meta about that too. Like, here are my VMAs. You're like watching a video of me at the arena being a video girl, but I'm also here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it. I love when she flaunts a little bit.
I know. Well, I was just going to say the backstage photos of her at the VMAs, post VMAs. I'm loving her like uniform right now. That's like Skims bodysuit.
Yes.
Jet black center part hair, Balenciaga sunglasses.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a photo that we saw probably 10 months ago with her with the giant glasses going into the studio in LA. Do you remember this? It was so blurry.
Yeah.
It was like the day before she looked one way, and the next day she had like the center part black wig on and a vest, and people were like, "What is she like? What is this album?" So I'm like, "Oh, I guess that's her like, as we would put it, her canvas look." Yeah, and it's very cute. I wish Gaga would flaunt her success more. I love it. I love when she's diva.
I know.
What else has happened? A lot has happened in the last week.
I think also, on Monday, following the VMAs and her Madison Square Garden show, Gaga made a very sweet post on Instagram with a black and white photo of her and Michael, which I think was taken that day because it looked like she was wearing what we just talked about, the bodysuit situation. And he's in her merch, which I love. And then the slide through is the famous photo by her bedside from Vanish Into You.
Yes.
And of accompanying the photo, Gaga shared a heartfelt message. She said, this is just an excerpt. "I'm forever grateful for how much you love and fight for me. You work so hard with me from dawn till dusk every day, living the music, performances, and plans with your blood, sweat, and tears. To see it through every step of the way this year, I'm the luckiest girl alive. I love you endlessly. Having your creative partnership in our art, business, and in love is a love I've never known."
Damn.
And it's true. She hasn't had someone that she can share this part of her life with.
Totally.
Like, Michael is in these meetings being like, okay, so the opera house is how big? How many trucks do we need? Like, his life is her business. Like, That's
Right.
and that's why some fans were like, I'm scared. They're too intertwined. But it's also like, when you got it, you got it. And like showbiz power couples, when they work, they work. And I think it works because he's not like in it for his own like public image. Or so
Right.
it seems, you know?
Right. Like, if anything, he seems to shy away from it. Like, he knows
Right.
that he's seen in that, in that way, like by being with her. He's just seen. You have to be. But I
Right.
don't think that he's like looking for something out of it beyond like the collaboration and partnership that comes with it. And I kind of resent fans who for years have speculated about her private relationships in gross ways. I think now her sharing so openly this love, for you to shit on that too, feels like, I don't know. It feels sad to me. It's like, let her be
Yeah.
happy. Let her be happy.
Yeah.
And I think some fans really love Gaga at her most miserable. But I don't think that, and that's like some like shit from like 2013 that people are
Right.
dealing with still. And like, let her grow, let her be happy, and let I feel like when people don't get how he has influenced Mayhem,
Right.
like, at least in my mind, it's been pretty clear
Right.
that she feels like this person loves all of these parts of me that in the past I felt I had to compartmentalize. And in this love, I am an integrated whole person. And then she is saying, on Mayhem, I am taking all parts of my like musical output and musical inspiration and putting them into one piece. Like
Right.
it just seems to make sense to me. And it reminds me of that famous tweet when Gaga was promoting You and I about a different lover starring another lover, when she said, "You must love all and every part of me, as must I, for this complex and incomprehensible force to be true." That's one of my favorite things she's ever tweeted. And I think
And that
about,
is like, that's like a Voices of Mayhem message
right.
from
Oh my God, when we go to the show, we should put that up there. Like, honestly, when she was talking, I can't believe I haven't brought this up before, but when she has like been doing Mayhem Press, like I keep thinking, going back to that and going back to You and I being this like huge love smash hit. And like, she's literally talking about, I don't know, what she's seeking in that way. And also with fans and stuff. But now she's saying that she found it with Michael. So stop being bitter. People are just jealous.
Right.
They're not in her life
Yeah.
like that.
Right. Honestly.
Anyway, I could really go on about this, so we should move on because I hate
Well,
the Michael
but-
hate.
I know, but moving on to the Michael celebration.
Yes.
Gaga later on Monday appeared on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and performed a stripped back version of Vanish Into You. The performance received critical acclaim from numerous publications, officially entering the canon of unforgettable vocal performances. The performance is breathtaking.
Honestly, like going from cuckoo, crazy, theater girl, banana, palooza, theater girl, banana, palooza,
Right.
at the VMAs to this performance just perfectly demonstrates what I just spoke about, showcasing all facets of herself, but also just speaks to her immense talent. Let's be real.
Well, and it's like, the people that were complaining about the lack of variety in her performances with Abracadabra, it's like, no, she's giving us like variety in a way that you can't even comprehend. Like,
right. It's like a completely new song in this rendition,
right.
But it's like,
and
I don't know.
And I know that like the visual element like is secondary, but I really loved the treatment.
I thought it was
very
beautiful.
Yeah, it just like was a nice extension of like the album visualizers, kind of like
the rolling
just like a
storm
classic
clouds,
yeah,
like in a time lapse, really took my breath away. Like I was
just
shook.
kind of like a classic like a late night performance, like just with some,
Yeah.
camera work and some like just very expertly done by all.
Right. And it again speaks to maybe a bit of a pattern where I'm thinking about, obviously her SNL performance was bonkers and we love that. But
Right.
I think about when she did Happy Mistake, and we covered this in a previous episode on Jimmy Kimmel, I want to say.
Yeah.
And how that felt also kind of theatrical because it's Gaga, but in this like minimal and like refined way
And
for television.
kind of classic. Like that's what I got from this. This was like timeless classic. Like this is a performance that people will revisit.
Yes, and she knows her fans will love it because we love her acoustic renditions of her tracks. But I think she's also aware of the audience who's watching late night, the people who didn't tune into the VMAs necessarily, but they watch Colbert every night. Like this rendition of this love song might speak to more people than the one on the album. People get scared of her kooky production and like the loudness wars she plays.
Well, the loudness of that song is out the gate,
yes.
Which is why we love it, and that's why it was my vocal stim all summer long.
Yes.
Which, for my own sanity, I'm going to refrain because once I start, I can't stop. But y'all know how the song starts,
right?
This version does not start. This version starts with the verse,
right? And she's just like singing the harmony for most of it. It's just gorge.
Yeah, it's so like understated. And this is probably a good segue to talk about. So Gaga had to postpone a Miami date. Vocal rest was her strain. Yada yada. When the MAYHEM Ball resumed, there were some people taking videos from the shows being like, "This is so disappointing. This is so devastating." And I would watch these videos, and I'm like, "You're disappointed and devastated because she's singing in a lower octave, or she's like." Doing a different ad lib. It's like, do you not understand the like ephemera of live performance?
Right.
Like you have the album track. You can listen to that whenever.
Yeah.
You're only going to be in the room in that moment.
And she's
you
like
should be grateful that you're experiencing her like deft ability to adjust and still give an incredible performance.
Yeah. She's
one-off.
She's like, a technician. She's a musician with a technical instrument, which is her voice, and she's protecting it also.
And a little diatribe like moment. It's like, as a performer, it's like, that's why we do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like not every show will be the same. Like I just don't understand that as like a complaint.
Right. It's very weird to me.
It's like, did you go because you wanted her to do karaoke?
Right.
Like that's what I'm like. It does not make sense to me at all. It's like, why are you there then?
Like, I think it's like the pop brained, the pop pilled minds of the world, who like don't understand her musicianship, to be honest.
Or like how it works. It's like, do you think that like artists always sing their songs in the original key that they were written in? Like when they
people,
you know what I mean?
People just want a reason to complain about this woman, and it's really sad because a lot of them are her fans. But honestly, most of her fans love it. It's these just very vocal weirdos online, I think.
And because of the line of work we're in, the algorithm shows us the most critical.
Right.
We see this because we engage in these circles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So speaking of hard work that goes underappreciated, on Tuesday of this week, September 9th, Gaga officially announced the long-rumored 2026 extension of the MAYHEM Ball tour. 20 new dates were initially added, but as of today, the tour has expanded to 25 days, additional days, and shows no sign of slowing down. I was looking at the dates, and it looks like she has a break around the holidays for about a month, 5 weeks, which is great for her. But it kind of speaks again to, how much work she and her team and everyone involved is putting into this show, and how Little Monstrosities tend to take this kind of news in two different ways. It's either a celebration or a, oh my gosh, she's doing something magnificent. That means she's going to disappear after this tour. And I've seen a lot of that kind of rhetoric, which is strange. And it always happens.
Yeah.
It's been happening since, I think, honestly, the early 2010s.
Yeah.
People have been like, this is when she's going to like slow down, disappear, all of this stuff. But like, look at the evidence of the last 17 years.
And I'm also like, doesn't she deserve that?
Right. Right.
Like,
can't her can't her output change, especially if it means she's pursuing personal goals? Like, I don't know, having an actual wedding,
and
having a
like
maybe
maybe having
child,
children. Yeah.
something
Like,
she's
I
talked about a
don't,
long time.
yeah. Well, and it's also like, I just don't understand why we can't relish the fact that like we're living through her second imperial phase. And
Right.
it's like, if the trajectory is only going upward, like,
Right.
why is this not good news? Like,
Right. And
more people want to see this show, so they have to keep adding dates.
yeah.
It's because of demand.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah,
not because
and I
they're
don't think
forcing her to do this.
I don't think she would if she didn't want to. I think she's proud of this show. I think she loves the show. I think she's touring in a way. Granted, she was just on vocal rest, but she's touring in a way that feels good to her. I don't think she'd do it if she didn't want to. She's Lady Gaga.
And like, think about like she's putting on a full stage production. Full stage productions have understudies and swings.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
there is no other Lady Gaga.
Right.
So like, if she has to take vocal rest, if she has to make changes to the show, it's like that is actually part of being an entertainer and an artist.
And
like,
it's part of the risk of being a fan and buying a ticket, I shall say. Of course, it's
Right.
disappointing if you got a hotel room and a flight, and like that sucks. And I feel bad when that happens, but there's demand. And it kind of ties into the Michael of it all, if you ask me, because I feel like with her speech at the VMAs and then her post on Instagram, and now 2 viral clips where Gaga is performing Love Drug and then just as of tonight, Vanish Into You, Gaga calls out to Michael and says, I love you. And it's so sweet. And I honestly, with all of this is me being a little monstrosity. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think they set a date.
Oh, totally. Well, so
and that's why she's like, I love you.
I
Like,
love you.
yes.
Yeah. Well, so let's get into it. The was it today or yesterday? On Wednesday, September 10th, Gaga was seen leaving the bitter end with Stephen Colbert. Michael was also in attendance, causing monsters to speculate he'll join Gaga for the interview. Gaga teased the upcoming interview by posting a video of her performing the Dead Dance choreography with a bonnet-clad Colbert. Yeah. So
Michael's out there with her.
Yeah, and I love this kind of like her returning to her roots as like the theme of like the Mayhem Press, and her doing these like sit down recorded interviews instead of like, she was at Colbert for the performance, and when it was first announced that she was going to be there, some press was saying, oh, a performance and interview, and it's like, no, they're doing a sit down at the bitter end on a different, it's like a whole separate thing, like, it's going to be it like, she's doing it for a reason. And if he's there, if she did Vanish Into You on the show, like she made that Instagram post, it feels like that is kind of what they're building to. But then also I could see her being super private and being like, I don't know if she would like announce like,
right.
Same. Like, like
honestly, yeah, and speaking of returning to roots, she's gonna have 4 different trips to New York on this tour.
Yeah.
4 different like sets of dates, and the last show will be a single date at Madison Square Garden. And when she was on stage recently in New York, she started to say, because I'm gonna be back and then she like kept going.
Right. Yeah.
And that has like fueled some speculation, but I think we all just have to remember Gaga's a New Yorker. That's where her parents live. I think her sister might live there too. So
well, now they're in Vegas because of the costume shop.
Right. So
which is incredible.
Yeah.
Like pop
go
off,
Natalie.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a New Yorker, and I could see her getting married in New York, to be honest.
Yeah, no, totally.
Having like a New York wedding.
I could see it too. Yeah.
I don't know how they would do that super privately, but we'll see. I just think there's been a lot of like it always happens this way. There's been an avalanche of Gaga
Mhm.
material this last week, and with that comes an avalanche of fan like crash outs about her longevity, about her personal life, about her man.
Right.
And it's just like, honestly, none of our business.
Totally. But we
Mm.
continue to create this show.
Yes. Yes. And because we want the best for her and we want her to be happy.
We do. But yes, because so many things have happened this week, it behooves us to mention the soft House Labs rebrand that was teased on Monday of this week. They like wiped their Insta presence. They posted this like kind of cheeky. It gave me very like alt comedy slideshow TikTok.
Yeah.
Like it's just this like blank presentation with a voiceover, like
kind of like with like mood board images and
imagery.
stuff.
Yes.
But it started with an image of Gaga that they posted on the Blink page, which really shook fans up.
It's a very self-referential image. She's in the Tatehanas, the Lady Point, 18-inch heelless heels.
Listen to our episode Highest Heels if you haven't.
Yes. And her hair and the garment is not from the Art Pop promo video shoot with Inez and Vinud, but it looks very similar to something that she was wearing around that time, and the curly blonde kind of like blowout situation. Yeah. And then she has a dove perched on her shoulder.
Yeah.
And the makeup is on a table. It's giving very like Scandinavian design. Like, yeah, I'm like, is she in an IKEA or like an Apple store? Like, where is she?
I think it's interesting too, because they've been kind of naming this era. I don't know if it's a rollout. Like, what are we calling it? Is it a rebrand? Not really. The products are all named the same thing. The packaging's the same. They're still pushing the clean beauty and all of that, but they're naming it the Art of Beauty, which I think is funny when she's been touring this show, The Art of Personal Chaos, and looking at this image as how Gaga might imagine the opposite of personal chaos or something, where she's in this kind of like white bedsheet garment and her hair is blowing back and her roots are growing out and she's painted and there's a bird on her shoulder instead of a skull in her hand. I don't know. There's so many interpretations.
And then the
there.
Other images that we've seen of her are, there's the one that's like super mod where she's in like the little bonnet, like hood with the bow. And then there's the one that she has like the red shiny lacquered lip and kind of this like dingy blonde, like it's like a tone of blonde that she's never really worn.
Yeah.
And it's like so editorial. And that's what I'm excited by, is it feels like they're really leaning into like the beyond the like color and play and inclusivity. They're like being like, no, we can actually just make a cunty like campaign.
I hope it comes with like a little commercial type thing.
Right. Well, the thing that they teased, I'm gonna be a hater for a second. Yeah. I was not into the fucking playing with the foundation.
Right.
I've like the texture bothered me.
Yeah.
It gave me ick. It made me be like, okay, well, let's not waste. Like, I know it's your company, girl, but like, okay. Like, it gave me like weird, like fetish content where it's like, watch this person make like a fucking punch bowl and using their toilet, or like sticking their hand in an ice cream, like a container of ice cream. Like, it just was like that kind of weird online content where I was like, I do not like this at all.
I don't know. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it all pans out, especially because they just launched a new product. And so now that has all been wiped off the page. But they did have photos from the mood boards in the Haus Labs office, and there were photos from Art Pop. There's a gazing ball, a Jeff Koons gazing ball, and like an image of Gaga in Art Pop.
Well, and they were like broken down by category too. There was like brand, product, and then I can't make out like the third one, but it definitely looks like there's like a fragrance bottle. So people are saying, and they've been speculating because they registered like fragrances I think it would be so incredibly cunt to bring back the Fame.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
like imagine a black liquid like that in like a really chic Haus Labs package. Like
right.
it has the Haus Labs branding, but it's the same perfume.
Yeah. Oh,
But I don't even know
God.
if she like owns, like, I don't know
Yeah,
with
I don't know how
Cody
that
and like, I don't know
works.
how that works.
But like the actual makeup of fragrances is not copyrightable.
Right.
So she could just use the fragrance and call it
Right.
something else. Call it Mayhem.
Right.
But anyway, there's been a lot. So if you got through this, thanks for listening.
Well,
Oh, there's more.
are you silencing me?
I'm sorry.
I'm not done.
Ignore me. Sorry. Sorry,
No,
Gaga.
it's fine. I mean, this is probably like the longest That's Gossip we've ever done, but
yeah,
this was a busy week. I was just gonna say, the Mayhem Ball has resumed.
yes.
And as of now, Gaga is using the Dead Dance as like the curtain call song.
Yeah.
So, and this is the first time she's repeated on the tour.
Mhm.
And now it seems like she's alternating. Like some tour stops did not get the surprise acoustic ballad moment. Then we got on the mic and said, I really wish she would extend the piano section of this
Right.
tour. And it would be so wonderful if she sang Hair, The Edge of Glory, or Marry the Night.
Yeah.
And now she's rotating between those three songs at the piano. So,
Which means that when we see you on Monday, Miss Gaga, I expect one of those songs to be pulled out.
of the show completely. She never sits at the
I would also take, you know how I feel about this track, especially in recent years. I would also take You and I.
Oh, of course.
Give me a little You and I on the piano. But if she did Marry the Night, if I was in the room where, honestly, any of those songs, because both of us missed the Born This Way ball.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. And that's why I feel like it's a Born This Way ballad. Like it's gonna be.
It has
because
to be.
She knows, yeah.
Right. She's in Canada right now. And they also,
right.
I think,
yeah,
that's where the hip broke.
The scene of the crime.
Yeah.
It was Montreal, right?
Yes,
or was it? Yeah, it was Montreal.
Yeah, she's in Toronto now, though.
Yeah.
But can you believe we're
Did you
seeing
see the
her?
clip? Someone was like, "This is the cursed Miami doll." Like they brought like a doll, and somehow she ended up getting it in Canada, and they had it backstage. And when she's doing "How Bad Do You Want Me," someone like puts the doll in her face, and she's like, "Ah!" to the camera, and it's like, "Wait, I thought that doll was in Miami. What? Like,
I don't
how did
know.
that happen?"
These fans,
or it might have been at Madison Square Garden.
You know
or
how
whatever,
these people travel? They spend all their riches to go to every show.
Yeah,
but we will be seeing the show on Monday, which is
on
crazy.
Monday, and potentially again.
Who knows?
Honestly, a little birdie told me if you go and you really serve it, like there are people that are walking around and like upgrading people, to like the floor. Because they're like, no, we want you down there.
Honestly, I was kind of pissed because in the pre-taped thing for the VMAs, the crowd was not going wild. And I know that she recorded the Dead Dance twice and Abracadabra a few times, but you better be going wild when she's taking something, you freaks.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about the floor at these kinds of shows is I don't even know that I want to be down there because as many super fans as there are, there's also equally just like people with a lot of money.
Well, I want to be down there because Marina Abramovic could be sitting behind us.
Yeah. I low-key will be looking at SeatGeek the day of our show.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Just to see.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But it's happening.
You guys will be seeing our content from that because
yes, I wonder what sash she'll wear. She's repeating sashes now too.
Yeah.
So it's it's keeping
the
us
show
engaged.
Is changing. I cannot wait until it's next year and she's like in Tokyo. Like I feel like she
like starts the show in like a blonde beehive or something.
Japan is a place for Gaga.
Yeah.
And she knows that. And I mean, they loved Joanne. Maybe she'll do some Joanne stuff at the piano.
Oh my God.
Or like as
they
get outro track.
Or they get Can't Stop the High.
Girl.
Yo. Okay, so we're going to Tokyo.
If Can't Stop the High played at our show, I don't think I don't think I'd survive. I think I would
I don't think so either.
topple over from the 300s.
Yeah.
I'd say I cannot stop this high, bitch.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm like, so I think like obviously I was excited, but like suddenly I'm like, this is imminent.
I know. I'm gonna try my outfit on.
Yes, you have
Yeah.
to.
I have to. Yeah.
And we're gonna like get some content for y'all and definitely recap our experience. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
But yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
It's like chewing on